Good afternoon, I'm Grant Mitton, and this is North Country News. At the top of the news this hour, there have been 4 claims of responsibility for the hijacking of an Iraqi jet that crashed yesterday in Saudi Arabia, killing at least 62 people. One claim comes from Islamic Jihad, the terrorist group that says it's holding American and French hostages in Lebanon. But Iraq puts the blame on Iran, its enemy in the Persian Gulf War. Iran says it had nothing to do with the hijacking. The U.S. has agreed to return $500 million it owes Iran, but details of the money transfer still have to be worked out. U.S. and Iranian officials meet in the Netherlands Monday to work out an agreement. Iran has indicated it might try to help gain the freedom of American hostages in Lebanon if it gets the money. In an unusual move, Special Envoy Barry Reid of Sydney, B.C., has been appointed by President Reagan as mediator for the U.S. government. Rescue workers hold out little hope of survival for 3 people missing in the icy North Atlantic. The missing were among a dozen people aboard a British tanker that sank this morning off the coast of Iceland. 9 crew members are known dead in the second fatal sinking in the North Atlantic in 2 days. U.S. President Reagan has appointed David Abshire as White House coordinator for the Iraq arms crisis.
It's another move by the president to get control of the Iran-Contra problem that promises to demand so much White House attention in the months ahead, and it follows the appointment of Frank Carlucci to head the president's national security staff, a job that Abshire had been considered for. Both men are to start their new assignments in another week or so. Abshire's an experienced and respected foreign policy figure. Among his other credentials is that of a co-founder of Georgetown University's prestigious Center for Strategic and International Studies, which among other characteristics takes a tough-minded view of the Russians. Herbert Kaplow, ABC News, Washington.
Soviet dissident Andrei Sakharov gives his views on the political changes in Russia. Translation is provided by Dr. Lillian Mitton, a professor of biology at Columbia University in New York, and read by David Goldfarb, a professor of biology at Columbia and a friend of Sakharov in the Soviet Union.
He was never a revolutionary. He always worked for changes and evolution, and in this sense, he thinks that there should be some cooperation.
Skunk and rat patrols have been stepped up along the Alberta-Saskatchewan border following the worst-ever outbreak of rabies in Saskatchewan. An Alberta Agriculture Department official says several hundred skunks and even more rats have been destroyed to prevent any rabies-infected animals from invading the province. It was an unexpectedly Merry Christmas for Ken and Kay Bleakney of Moncton. The Bleakneys had more than 200 bulbs from their giant Christmas tree stolen last week. Publicity about the thefts got neighbors up in arms, and police soon had several tips about those responsible. Eventually, 2 young people wound up in hot water with the law, and all but 20 bulbs were returned. In true holiday spirit, the Bleakneys refused to lay charges against Fred and Lois Smith. And that's North Country News. I'm Grant Mitton. Have yourself a really fine day.